Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be more of a vlog style type of video. We're going to go hit up a couple comic shops, maybe pop into a couple thrift shops that I know are around these comic shops, and of course starting the video with a little unboxing. So I'm pretty sure I know what this is. In my last video I thought it was going to be this and I was completely off. Don't think I'm wrong this time. Oh man, they packaged it really well. But yeah, today's video is going to be very chill. Kind of vibing, relaxing, doing our normal nerdy things. Gonna go comic book hunting. If you're new here, you may not know I am currently Batman cover comic book hunting, and so that's what a lot of today will be. I'm gonna be checking out different comic shops from just in the Maryland area, because I really only go to one. Like my LCS is the only one I go to. Stay loyal to that one normally, but we're gonna try to go around, check out a couple other ones, and see if maybe I'm missing out on some things. Like, one thing is my LCS does not have a dollar bin area, which I know a lot of, or not a lot, but I know it's pretty common for some LCSs to have that. So hopefully we find one today that will, and I can start getting my Batman comic cover collection even bigger. Okay, finally got all the tape off. Shout out to whoever it is I bought these from, because you packaged them amazingly. It took me forever to get all the tape off though. So we got here Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth, issue 1, right? Yeah, issue 1 and issue 3. I tried to go for issue 2 and someone outbid me, very annoying. But we got issue 1 and 3, and I want to collect the whole series. I believe this is a 13 or 14 issue series. It came out through 2009 through 2010, or came out in 2009 through 2010. And in case you don't know, this series is pretty much a little like crossover series with the Marvel Universe. It's just pretty much going through zombie Deadpool's adventures as a zombie, obviously. So yeah, it just seems fun. I kind of want to collect them. The covers look really cool. I'll show them again right here. I thought they looked really nice, and I think it would just be a cool little mini series to have in my collection. But that's something else we're probably gonna look for today, to see if we can get lucky and find any more of them. And of course, I will be reading them at some point, not in this video, but yeah. So I'm excited to start this collection. We're looking for Batman, of course. We're gonna be looking for, I'm considering doing a villain wall in my comic book room. That's a Batman wall back there in case you're new here. I have a bunch of other open areas on my wall, so I want to see, maybe I do a villain wall, so maybe look for specifically covers with villains on them, some of my favorites. We got Dr. Doom, we got Mr. Freeze, we got Green Goblin, who else do I got? I feel like I'm blanking on I feel like Thanos could be up there. Yeah, I'm kind of blanking on my favorite villains at the moment. Also, maybe looking for some figures, because I have been debating if I want to get into figures or not. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see what we get into. I said probably check out maybe 2, 3, 4 comic book stores, depending on how it's going, depending on how much we pick up from one store specifically. Overall, should be a vibe. Should be a good day. Alright guys, we're gonna end up taking a little bit of a detour before we head out to the comic book store. One of my friends who actually does, oh man, I just hit a big bump. One of my friends who actually does like short films is wanting to meet up for some coffee with one of his actors. I'm mainly just the cameraman. I helped him out on a film before, and so he asked if I could meet up with him at Panera just to grab some coffee with them and go over our schedules to see when we could shoot. So I'm gonna meet up with them right now. Maybe I'll record it, maybe I won't, we'll see. If not, once I'm done getting coffee with them, then we'll be heading out to the comic book store. I had mentioned that I was coming here for your short film, so you can tell me what you're... Here you go, here's the mic. Okay. You don't gotta hold it too close. Okay. Just tell me what your short film's about.
I'm Tony Sylvester. I'm a director and writer of an upcoming film called Unbroken. Unbroken explores a man after a breakup, reclaiming his life, reclaiming his identity, and really bonding with the friends around him, showing you that a relationship is not your whole life, but maybe a chapter of your life. What do you think of that?
That was good. That was good. That was professional, actually. I forgot we were friends for a second. I said, oh, I'm watching someone. Alright, that was dope.
I've had a few interviews.
Alright, we just made it to our first stop, To Be Continued Comics. My friend, the one that is directing that short film, he's gonna be pulling up with me, checking this one out, so it should be fun. Never been to this one before, but online they got pretty good reviews. Meeting for the short film went well, by the way. It was cool. Went a little long, actually, longer than we expected, but it was cool. We were all talking about our favorite movies and getting an idea for how this movie's gonna go. I really love supporting anyone that's creating anything. I just love people making art. And I've been having fun with these videos, so a part of me is like looking forward to getting the experience of, like I said, I've helped him in a past short film, but getting the experience to do it again and kind of approach this one a little bit more confident and really like want to get into the editing process with him. I just want the experience because so far like the cinematography part of YouTube and when I helped him in the last film kind of opened up something for me, like awakened a little bit of a passion that I really like recording. And I love movies in general, so yeah, just looking forward to getting that experience. Overall, great way to start the morning. It was a good meeting. It's kind of warming up. Debating if I should take the beanie off and just let my flat hair, you know, kind of rock it for the day. Or at least for this first stop. I think we're gonna go no beanie. Let's go no beanie. I wouldn't even hesitate. Second time seeing this one, so hopefully I'm kind of back. Alright, that drive took forever because after we finished at the last shop, I'll show you all my pickups when I get home. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But then I headed to another comic shop that was about 20 minutes away, and it ended up being closed down. So RIP, one of the LCSs. But we made it to the next one. This is about another like 15 minutes away. So overall, I drove almost an hour trying to get to the next spot. Lost my energy. Low-key, we might have to get an energy drink after this. But yeah, this is Cosmic Comics. Let's check it out.
Literally 6 months away.
Share you too. Yes, I did need more coffee. Like I said, all that driving took out all my energy. But we got our pickups for comics. Now we're gonna go hit up, I think, 1, maybe 2 thrift stores. Don't know how much more I want to keep bouncing around. Like in Maryland, all the comic book stores are all at least like 20-30 minutes apart from each other. And then it goes the same with the thrift stores. Like each thrift store, I mean, maybe there's a couple ones that are like kind of close to each other, but normally there's like 2 of them that suck. So it's kind of pointless. Any of the ones worth going to for the thrift stores are like 20 minutes apart. And so yeah, we're probably just gonna hit one. Okay, the camera just took the biggest tumble. But as I was saying, we're probably just gonna hit one thrift store. Hope we get lucky. If not, we'll head home and go over all the comic pickups. See you in a bit. we are back home. Admittedly, it is the next day. Who knew that comic book shop, comic hunting, and thrifting could be so tiring? But yeah, when I got home, I was kind of exhausted, and I had some plans with friends, so had to split the video into two. Just this next morning, we're gonna go over my comic pickups real quick, and then we're gonna get into what I found at the thrift store because I'm actually very happy with everything. Alright, so both comic book shops were really cool, but I definitely had a preference. We're gonna go over what I got at the first shop though, the to be continued comics. That's what we're gonna start with. And so from there, I just got two pickups. First, going with Spawn and Batman. This is just a one-off book, I'm sure. Yeah, just a one-off. What made me get this mainly is obviously I'm collecting Batman, so that was a big motivation. But also, I found this book back when I went to Texas like a couple months ago, like late last year. I don't even remember when I went, maybe like last November. And I really was close to buying it, but I talked myself out of it. I was just like, I don't really need it. And so when I found it again, like, okay, after I made that decision of like, okay, I don't really need it, I immediately regretted it whenever I got back home to Maryland. And so finding it again was just like, yeah, this is meant to be. You know what I mean? Like, I found it again. I don't even know how hard it is to find this book realistically, but I've only seen it twice. One time in Texas and now here. And so, yeah, just needed to add it a part of the collection. I think it's cool. Spawn's a really cool character. Batman obviously being my favorite. So, had to get that for the collection. Next, I got this special Batman issue number 1 from 1984. Check this one out. This is so sick. This is definitely going on the wall. I thought this was really cool. And this is the first appearance of, what's his name? Wrath. This guy here, obviously. Batman's here. Wrath right here. And I don't know who Wrath is. Never heard of him. They just had it on, oh yeah, look, it says it on the back of the thing too, right there. First appearance of Wrath. Yeah, never heard of him before. And so I'm really interested to find out who he is. Sometimes I'm hesitant to open these older books, but for this one I actually did buy it because I want to know who that is. I probably could just look it up and, well, thinking about it, maybe I should look it up. Nah, I want to read the issue. I'm going to open it. Yeah, I want to learn who Wrath is because I've just never heard of that villain character for Batman at all. And so for $12, you can see a little sticker right there. I was like, yeah, I'll take it 100%. This is really cool to me. Continuing to add to the Batman collection. And yeah, the To Be Continued Comics was a cool shop overall. It had a good vibe to it. But I don't know, I think maybe it was how small it is. A lot of people in there knew each other and it was really kind of packed in. So if someone was in a certain area, it almost felt like you had to wait for them to move out of that spot so you could look at even the bins next to them. Like, there just wasn't a lot of space unless you were going to be comfortable enough to go like right next to somebody, which I'm kind of not that person. If someone looks like they kind of got an area locked down, I'll wait, and it can be annoying because, you know, if you're going comic hunting, you're kind of looking through whatever bin you're in for a while. So yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't one that I was like feeling like I would care to go back to, but it was a nice one. It was, if it's a local one for sure, I feel like yeah, I'd be there all the time. But for me, having to drive like 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure it's like 30 minutes away, I'll pass. Just wasn't as comfortable compared to the Cosmic Comics. I believe that is where, I'm forgetting the name already, I feel bad. Yes, Cosmic Comics. That one I actually really liked. It had another like small town vibe to it. I liked that there was a lot of space. They had a lot of different sections for things. Just a variety of stuff to offer with really good prices. They had $3 bins, $1 bins. They had a bin full of just like the ones you could package together. That'll come in like 6 issues. I'm not gonna think of the word for it, but hopefully you know what I mean. So I just thought that was cool. They definitely had a variety of things, which I would definitely go back to that one 100%. It was a comfortable feeling in there too. Very welcoming. And so from that one, the only back issue I picked up was this. This is the New 52 Superman issue 23.1, and I'm assuming it's at .1 because this Bizarro's here and it has Superman crossed out obviously, and it's Bizarro number 1. And if you don't know, from my last video, I just got this little Bizarro figure right there. And so I said I want to learn more about him because really don't know much about Bizarro at all. So when I saw this, and hopefully it shows in the camera too, the way that the cover goes, he kind of pops out. You see what I mean? It's not like reflective. It's kind of like this hologram type of thing. I don't know the name of it. Hopefully that's showing though. Yeah, really cool cover. Want to learn more about him, so I just thought this was the perfect opportunity to pick it up. And lastly, for current comics, these are back issues too, but just ones that I missed recently. We got Spider-Man 94. This is issue 5. I heard that this is the last issue. I don't know who I heard that from. I kind of don't believe them, but I heard that this is the last issue. I've been loving Spider-Man 94, so I didn't love the last issue. Issue 4 was kind of slow for me, but I'm still kind of believing in it, especially because this is the only Spider-Man run I'm reading right now. So Spider-Man 94, issue number 5, got that. Love that cover too. It looks cool. And then I did get talked into finally checking out Captain America, issue number 1, the Chip Zdarsky, what is this? Yeah, Chip Zdarsky run. I've heard it's good. I mean, people online seem to talk about it like it's amazing. I'm just not a big Cap guy. I kind of have the same thing with him as I have with Superman. You know what I mean? Like, they're cool, nothing against them, but they're just not my favorite type of heroes. And so I was kind of hesitant at first. I know issue 6 just came out. Felt like if there was any time I was gonna try it, it was gonna be now before it gets any further into the run. So yeah, I picked up issue number 1 just to give it a shot and let's see. Maybe it'll change my mind. Absolute Superman definitely changed my mind on Superman a little bit. I don't mind reading him as much now, and so yeah. Hopefully, I don't regret this. It's gonna be it for the comic book pickup portion. I really looked through those comic books for a while. Like in both shops, I was going through so many bins, trying to figure out like what kind of run would I want to collect because I'm such a new collector still. Just started collecting last September if you're new here, but yeah, it kind of gives me like I feel like as much as I would love to like be comic hunting for some old runs, I just truly don't know a lot of. I don't know what runs are like really important for me to go back and get where I shouldn't just go get the trades instead. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, part of me is like, well, I could just go buy the trade. If it's really that good of a run, normally it has a trade already. So yeah, I was kind of just feel like I've decided I'm just gonna keep going with like the newer stuff because that is what my timeline is at this point. You know, this is my era of comic collecting, so why not just focus more on that? I'll still buy some back issues here and there if I think they're cool. The Deadpool run, definitely gonna be looking for those. I did not get lucky and find any of them today, but I just don't think I'm gonna be trying to collect a full run of anything too far back because I just truly don't know what stories I even really care about. And for the Batman ones, I think it's cool to be going off of the covers a little bit because I just love Batman and I want to like have that whole wall. But for other runs, I'm kind of just like, yeah, I don't really need to force that. So yeah, just that's kind of like a little bit I had. Realization I gave myself today. So next up, we got my, just got an NBA notification. Next up, we got my I was about to say my NBA. We got my thrifted pickups here. They were folded nicely, and of course I ruined it. I'm gonna have some B-roll or like some type of footage for you to actually see all the pieces on. But first up, we got the Cincinnati Reds. Before we get into it, it's $28 for 4 things. My wife said that's not too bad, but in my head that's $7 pretty much an item. And for thrifting, that just seems insane. Like, is that not? Am I just being too cheap? But that's just another rant. Like, to me, this hat being $10, I said $7 each. Like, that's what the math comes out to for what I paid. But $10 for this hat, it's whatever. Okay. This is a whole different video or conversation. Cincinnati Reds cap. I really got sold on it because of this little patch back here. I thought it was really sick. Overall, though, just a clean hat. I think it looks good on me. I wear hats all the time. You will see it in all of my videos. Or some type of headwear, beanie, hats, something. I always got something covering my hair, so yeah. Always love to add to the hat collection, and I just thought this was a super clean one. Next up, we got to this old American Eagle, American Eagle Outfitters, just like long sleeve thermal tee, and it has the US flag star in the middle right there. And then what else? I can't even fully see what this whole graphic is. Let me hold it up in the mirror real quick. I see the star flag, obviously, and I think that's like, kind of can't even tell what that is in the background. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe it's the angle I'm looking. I can't completely tell, but I just thought it was a vibe. I think it fits me good. I just think it looks cool overall. Yeah, it's just a cool piece. It kind of is like oversized on me. could give me just a certain vibe that I'm going for sometimes. My style kind of switches on the day and just the event that I'm going to, and so yeah, to me that was just something that I will definitely wear either comfortably around the house or going out and doing something specific with that type of vibe, if that makes sense. Next up, we got this Polo Ralph Lauren, just a little basic, essential, long sleeve tee. Just another red one. I don't wear too much red, which is why I'm like surprised I got 2 back-to-back red shirts. But yeah, I love Polo Ralph Lauren. Good quality. Just an essential little long sleeve. No, not much to it. Lastly, what I feel is like the steal of the day for me is this J. Crew wool like overshirt. I did not realize until I got home that it had these like elbow patches. I do think that's cool. It's a cool touch. I would have bought it either way. Just a cool, super nice, cool overshirt, and I feel like a lot of my style is what I'm leaning towards is having just basic tees and then some type of like overshirt to throw over my shirts, and I just think it adds like a cool mature look, but still kind of gives it a vibe that you care. You know what I mean? Like it's better than just the hoodie look all the time, and so yeah, I really like these. Very versatile. You can go out with them casually. You can wear them on date nights. Anything. Yeah, just to me this was a steal, and this was like $5. So something I think would stay in my wardrobe like for years. And that is it for my pickups. So I said overall, real good day. It was a vibey day. I was tired by the end of it for sure though. I pretty much was out. The day started for me at like 9 in the morning, and then I got home around 5-ish. So long morning, long afternoon. It was a good day though. I'm very happy with all of my pickups. Let me know what your favorite was. That's gonna be it for the video, like I said. Appreciate you for watching. Like, subscribe. I always forget what I'm saying at the end. I think that is it though. And until next time.
Duffel bag filled to the teeth. When I look at what I see, I could truly say that's all me. Pack my things up, make some pit stops. Catch me in the hilltops on the side of the country. Came back from being down 1-3. We the 16 Cavaliers, whole team hungry.